Hey there, Webster City Middle School. It's January the 28th, 2015.
I'm John.
And I'm John.
This is the 8th season.
And the 8th show.
And this week has been pretty good for working with no more snow days.
Speaking of working, let's go see what the 5th grade is working on with Ben.
Hey there, it's Ben from WCMS, and in 5th grade history class, we've been working on researching famous explorers and then doing presentations on them.
The sentence has something to do with that, though. The sentence has to match the picture.
Once we are done collecting information on our explorer, we make a keynote about that person and present it to the class. We will also rate the people in our group depending on how hard they worked and things like that. Now let's ship it on over to Jenna.
Hi, my name is Jenna. Have you been noticing all the book recommendations on the 5th grade lockers? Well, in literacy class, we had to pick our favorite book and find the author. On our book recommendation, we had to write a summary, find the lexile, figure out how many pages were in the book, and rate the book. Once we were all done with that, we had to print a picture of the cover of our book, then tape it to our locker. We put these up so we could get ideas of what other kids our age like to read. There are a lot of great ideas of books I could read. Well, I've got to go check out all these book recommendations, so let's read it on over to the anchors.
Wow, those were some 5-star projects.
Yeah, those were really good. I think I might go down to the 5th grade hallway to see what the rest of those projects look like.
Speaking of hallways, let's go see what the 6th graders are doing next door.
Hey WCMS, Sean here reporting on the 6th grade social studies classes. In the past couple weeks, the 6th graders have been learning about the Indus River Valley civilization in what is now Pakistan and the Huang River Valley civilization in China. We researched both topics, then split into groups and researched a specific one. Once we researched our topic, we created a presentation to share to the class. After we shared our presentations to the class, we played Kahoot and finally tested on the 2 civilizations. That's all from me, so let's go back to the present and pass it over to Blake.
Hey WCMS, Blake here with Honor Band. On January 17th, 3 6th grade and 5 7th grade students attended to the Carl King Honor Band this year from Webster City. The students for 6th grade include Rachel D playing the trumpet, Caitlin B playing the flute, and I myself playing the alto saxophone. The 7th graders who participated were Kavan on clarinet, Garrett on saxophone, Ashlyn on trumpet, Caitlin on flute, Allison on trumpet, and Gianna on euphonium. We arrived at St. Edmund's Catholic School at about 8:30 a.m. We practiced all day with a few breaks and had a concert at 6:30 p.m. 6th grade practiced songs called Realm of the Kings, The Broken Marionette, African Alleluia, All Aboard, Valley Forge, and Battle Command. 7th grade played Via la Via, Dark Fortress, Big Four, and El Rey de Francesa. We had played our songs for months until that day, and nobody had played together, but we did it. Everyone had a great time. Now let's pass it over to the anchors.
Wow, congrats to those honor band members that performed last week.
Did you know that it was Martin Luther King's birthday last week, too?
Wow, I heard they were learning about MLK down in 7th grade.
Yeah. Let's go to Natalie to see what they're learning about.
Hey WCMS, it's Natalie reporting on Martin Luther King Day that was on Monday, January 19th. In reading class, we have been learning about the famous I Have a Dream speech. We were told to write a paragraph about what that speech meant to us. So Tatum, what does I Have a Dream mean to you?
It means that it's not fair that everyone isn't treated equally because of their skin color. They all want freedom, but they don't want it by violence.
And Hank?
It means that the African Americans still have faith, hope, courage to have their own rights.
Another thing we did was watch a video about a third about third grade students in Iowa who were taught how awful it felt to be judged by separating the class by their eye color. Many kids started crying because they weren't allowed to play on the playground or with students of the opposite eye color. Altogether, we have learned that segregation and judgment is wrong. Now pass it on to Kavan.
Hello, WCMS. Kavan here. I am currently in the music room right now because I, along with the rest of the 7th graders, am learning piano. First, we had to learn our treble clef notes using acronyms like Every Good Boy Drives Ferraris and FACE. We played songs like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and Mary Had a Little Lamb. After we played a few songs, we started learning bass clef. When we learned them well enough, we started playing on the piano. Once we learned all the note positions, we started playing chords. That is when we play more than one note at the same time. Soon, all of us will be able to play with both hands. Now that I'm done, let's go see the anchor's piano skills.
I can play the piano too.
That's cheating. You were using magic piano.
It's not magic. It's science.
Speaking of science, let's go to Michael to see what they're doing in 8th grade.
Hey WCMS, it's Michael here to talk to you about 8th grade science. In science, we are learning about the scientific method. We are writing our own thesis statements and deciding on what experiment to do. So far, we have come up with different ways to dissolve a sugar cube the fastest, and we tested which brands of paper towels can absorb the most water before it becomes too saturated to absorb any more water. That experiment was almost as fun as watching paint dry. This unit really shows how writing is needed in everything, because we have been writing a lot of theses, which is a paragraph explaining our experiment, what our thoughts are, and what happened. Now let's send it on over to Brady.
Hey Webster City Middle School, it's Brady here. The wrestling season is almost over. We had a meet last night, the 27th, and I have our last one tomorrow, the 29th.
There it is. Right there. Look at your mom. Lift your head up.
In middle school wrestling, we don't keep a team record, but many wrestlers have a very good personal records, including multiple undefeated seasons. Our coaches this year are Todd Hartnett and Jake Roden. We are traveling to Boone tomorrow to hopefully finish the season strong. Now let's take it down to the anchors.
I was at the meet last night, and I heard you were in it, John.
Yeah, I had a couple matches of my own.
I heard you have a meet tomorrow, too.
Yeah, but enough about wrestling. Tomorrow the 7th and 8th grade boys have a game, and the girls have a game on Monday and Tuesday.
And after that, the winter sports are over for the season.
That's very disappointing. But you know what isn't disappointing?
The fact that we have another show February 11th.
Yeah!
See you guys next time.
From the middle.